what they do in college. Not what they do on the AP test. Hey guys, up here. X to the third equals 1. Now every single person in this room said, well, it's 1. That's the answer. And I challenged you. I said, well, wait a second. It's x to the third, right? There must be 3 answers. Then everybody kind of looked at me and said, well, that's not good. So let me play a small game with you, shall we? Yes. What if I go x equals the third root of 1, correct? That would also be true, right? No. Who said no?
Oh.
Okay, Jake, are you with me or no? Okay. The third root, which you now need to start getting over this root thing, by the way, you should start thinking about this as being like an evil sign. It is actually 1 to the 1/3 power. You've been taught that last year. I'm going to beat it into you this year because you need it for calculus. Roots are terrible things. In fact, most civilized countries have gotten rid of roots. Even the people that invented roots have gotten rid of roots. That'll tell you a lot. So that's still 1, right? But if we go do a little demoivre on it, we recognize that that would be the point right here, right? 1 in the real plane, 0 in the imaginary plane. Agreed? Agreed? And so that would be the same as 1 cis 0 degrees, right? The 1/3 power. And then I use demoivre on it. You ready? I go 1 to the 1/3 cis 1/3 times 0 degrees. That gives me what? 1 cosine of 0 degrees plus I sine of 0 degrees. With me? So I get 1. What's cosine of 0 degrees? 1 plus sine of 0 degrees? 0. So this becomes 1. So that's one of the solutions right there. How can I find the other 2? Does anybody know another way to write 1 in polar 4? It's not just 1, 0. What is another option? 1, 360 or 1, negative 360. Let's use 1, 360 for our purposes. If I write 1 cis 360, right, to the 1/3 power. Instead of writing it 0 degrees, I write it this way instead. I get 1 to the 1/3 cis 1/3 of 360 degrees. Agreed? So that would be 1 cosine of 120 degrees plus I sine of 120 degrees. Agreed? What's cosine of 120 degrees? Root 3 over 2? Negative because it's in the second quadrant. Agreed? We're wrong?
Negative 1/2.
Ah, you're right. Negative 1/2. Thank you. This is the root 3 over 2. I. Agreed? And so my answer would be this. Negative 1/2 plus root 3 over 2 I. You agree with that? Does that really work? But multiply that by itself 3 times would it in fact give me 1. How is that even possible? Should we try it? No? You're going to accept it and be happy with that? Come on, it'd be fun just to do it. You have 10 more minutes. What else am I going to do with my spare time?
Cry.
Come on. I got one wrong there. I got to do this one. Let's try it. Negative 1/2 plus root 3 over 2 I times negative 1/2 plus root 3 over 2 I. What's that one? Negative 1/2 plus root 3 over 2 I. FOIL. Negative 1/2 times negative 1/2 is 1/4. Plus, outers would give me root 3 over 4, negative root 3 over 4. So it's going to be negative 3 over 2, right? Or let's put it as 2 root 3 over 4. Is that okay? Multiply them together. And then, I've lost the class. All right, whatever. Maybe I should just stop. Okay.
No.
My apologies.
No.
My apologies.
We're paying attention.
Okay. Not staying up late at night on that one. Number 2, you probably just believe it works. Okay, so that's I squared, so that's negative, right? So that's going to give me 1/2, so that's going to be 3/4. Negative 3/4 plus 1/4 is negative 1/2. All right? Minus 2 root 3 over 4. Oh, I missed my I. Where's my I? Is there an I on this one? I, negative 1/2 plus root 3 over 2I. Foiling. So negative 1/2 times negative 1/2 is 1/4. Minus these two together, I get negative 2, 3. So that's negative 2 times 3 over 8I squared. Then the inners would be plus 2 root 3 over 4I. Whoops, I did the outers. I did something wrong. I did the outers before I did this one. So I got to do that one. I got to do the last one out there. Minus root 3 over 2I. Agreed? Agreed. So these two things together, this is 2 of course, and this is 1/2 root 3I, right? So these are the same thing, right? So one's got a minus, gone. This is 1/4 minus 6/8 I squared. I squared is negative 1, agreed? So this becomes 1/4 minus 3/4 minus a negative becomes plus.
Wow.
All that to prove this craziness works. A problem you could not do at the beginning was solve for all 3 solutions for that. You can do that now. By the way, I've only found 2, right? How would I find the third one? Pick another random angle. By the way, there's an infinite number of angles, and there's 3 right answers. So they're going to start repeating. If you want to get all the third one, you're going to have to guess right at some point. You're going to have to keep guessing until you find the one. Oh, that's the one. Found it. Yay! That's what it's going to boil down to. Make sense? In a crazy sort of way? Now, here's what we're going to agree to do. Unless I ask you to find all solutions, I'm just asking you to find one. Okay? So the ones at the bottom of the page are what? How is this different from what we've done before? They already did you a favor, right? They didn't write its roots. What did they do instead? They gave you the 1 whatever power, right? When they give you a root, what's step 1 going to be? Change it to 1 over that root bar, right? Whatever the number is. Okay? And then do the problem just like we do the problem at the top of the page. Exactly the same way. Okay? I want to show you where this thing comes from and how it's useful in a way that you've never seen before. You can now solve a problem you couldn't before. Now, I'm not sure excited. Negative roots. Woo! But it can be done. This has profound effects. I'm talking about 7th power and 8th power things. You can find all 7 of them without using any special rules, right? You can actually look for them. Moving forward, we have a quiz next time. That is non-negotiable. It's not going to get moved back no matter what you think. It's going to be this whole entire chapter from start to finish. Even that. Then we'll have a review day on Tuesday. Then on Thursday, I'll see you for the test, and then I'm going to be gone for a week.
You are going to be gone?
You're going to be gone for a while. I'll probably be here, but you probably won't bother to come. We have the thing they call ski and board ski skate week, which I don't understand.